Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I am going to be doing a review on the Morphe Jaclyn Hill Vault Collection. I am super excited to do this review. It is super requested on my social media. I actually did a poll asking people if they wanted me to do my morning routine or the Vault Collection review first, and the results were of course unanimous, going with the Vault review. So that's what we did today. So if you guys want to see, excuse you, Estee Lauder, if you guys want to see my review on this look and how I got it, then let's just go ahead and get started. Alright guys, so I already went in and primed, sorry, let me get saturated. I already went in and primed with the MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot. No, we're not going to be in focus. I already went and primed with the MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot. Now I'm just going to set that really quick. So I'm stuck between using the Arms and Gorgeous palette and the Dark Magic palette. I really like the Arms and Gorgeous palette because it just has like these really nice yellows and dark tones, but it also has like the pops of color. But then I really like the Dark Magic palette. I feel like it's a palette that I've never used a palette like this before. It's got amazing colors in it, really pretty. But then of course we also have like the Ring the Alarm palette, which I really like. It has a lot of like red tones to it. It's really pretty. I feel like that would go good with my hair. And then we also have the Bling Boss palette, which has like really pretty purples and like mauve tones, browns, purpley browns, really pretty. But today I think we're going to go in with the Arms and Gorgeous palette. We're gonna go in, obviously my nails are olive, and that's one of my literal favorite colors. The color in here, the color Top Secret, is an olive green color. It's really pretty. So we're gonna go in with this. The only bad thing about palettes like this is like I don't have a transition shade in here for me. Me personally, there's not a transition shade for me. I don't know about y'all. Y'all could probably, some of y'all probably would say like, oh, you have that yellow, like you could use that as a transition shade, but I don't. So we're gonna go in with the original Jaclyn Hill palette, and because I feel like that first palette has like really good transition shades in it. So we're gonna go in with my most used shade in the palette, which is this one right here. I know that these shadows have names. I have no idea what the names are. So we're just gonna go in, and if you see this like gold thing right here, that's my mirror. I'm actually gonna pull it a little closer to me, so sorry. I need to see. This is real life, people. You need to see. So we're just gonna go in and apply that to the crease of the eye. So I wanted to talk about my giveaway also a little bit in this video while I'm blending, because you know your girl blends for a while. Even though we're just laying down a transition shade, you still want to make sure that it is nice and blended and that there are no harsh lines. This is the first shade that you are putting down, and you want it to be a good base for the rest of your shadows. Now we're going to go in with our Armed and Gorgeous palette, and the first shade that we're going to go in with is this shade right here. It is called Agent. There we go, Agent, right over here. And I'm going to go in on that same brush, the Morphe M518. So as I'm touching the shadow, there's not a lot of kickback. There is some kickback, but it's not anything I'm crazy about. I don't know if you guys can even see that. Nope, you can't. Not worth your time. There's no kickback really in my palette. And now we're just gonna go in and start applying that to the crease. So first initial thoughts of this palette. When I opened it up, I knew it was going to be my favorite palette. I just love the colors in it, and I feel like it is very versatile, and it's something that I can use on a day-to-day basis, or it's something that I can totally dress up and create something amazing with, like we're going to try and do today. What is that? Yeah. So, first impressions of this shade Agent is that it has really good pigmentation. It has really good blendability. So, I'm working on getting a autofocus lens. That is my next big purchase. So, we're gonna go in again with the shade Agent on the other eye. Okay, so now we're gonna go in with the shade Smooth Criminal, which is this shade right here. It is a nice kind of like brick burnt brown color. There's like hints of red in it, but it's more so, when I look at it, it's more so like a reddish brown. We're gonna go in with another Morphe M518. Literally was like a totally different brush laying here, so whatever. We're just gonna go in and put that in our crease as well. I really like to initially build up all of the crease colors, get myself a nice gradient going, and then go in. We're gonna do a halo eye today. So I like to solidify and build up. I don't think solidify was even a necessary word for me to just say. I like to build up my crease and really give myself a good foundation for an eye look. And I feel like also, like when you do a halo eye, like you need something like in the background to just like really help with the just the whole look. Because like, yes, halo eyes are really pretty and everything, but when it comes to me and like when I do halo eyes, I just feel like I need something additional, like a base. So my crease is my base today. I don't know if you guys can see at all, but for the shade Smooth Criminal, there's some kickback like up here. But it's nothing super crazy. I'm kind of like swirling my brush around, and I've only used 2 shades out of here. I use Agent and Smooth Criminal, and I don't really see much fallout, much kickback. There's not anything really for me to complain about, so there's that. Now I'm going to go in with the shade Prowl, and that's going to be the first shade that I lay down in my inner and outer corner. So we're gonna go in with this Morphe E17 brush to pack that color on the eyeball. Okay. I just had to like pounce my brush around a lot in there. That's kind of a lot of fallout that I'm seeing. And like I'm really just like stamping my brush. You guys. I don't know if it's me or if it's this brush. Let me try another brush. That's the same brush. Alright, we're gonna go in with an oldie. but a goodie. A Real Techniques Essential Crease Brush. And see if that does any difference. Okay, well, let's pick up some product, Brianna. I feel like you guys would want to see, but like all of that kickback in the pan is for me trying to get product to come up and get on my brush. And I'm just like, honest, I'm not like digging my brush. I'm just like lightly tapping my brush in there. I know y'all see that, and it's giving me so much hell. It's giving me so much trouble. So keep that in mind when you're using that particular palette. It's not the brush. So we're gonna go back to, okay, so my camera stopped recording. I don't know what it stopped recording, but the last thing that I did was I added some of the shade Top Secret to my inner and outer corners, just to kind of like give me the color that I was wanting. Like, yes, I was obsessed with that brown, but I wanted kind of like a brownish green color. So we're going back in with the shade Agent. Now we're gonna go in with the shade Coin, which is this gorgeous yellowish, yellowy gold color. We're gonna go in first without any setting spray or anything, and see how that applies, and then we'll go in with some setting spray and see if that makes any bit of a difference. Okay, so initially I'm not getting a lot of pigment. So now we're gonna go in with just some setting spray. I'm gonna pick up some more product on my MAC 242 brush, which I don't know if you guys will just watch Jaclyn Hill's video on her brush collection, but she literally has a brush like this brush from Morphe in there, and I'm so excited. Okay, hello pigment, hello. Yeah, that. So I don't know if that particular shade is one that you can apply with your finger to get your desired pigmentation, but I'm the kind of person who I always have fake nails, and I'm not trying to jab myself in the eyeball. I don't want to ruin the shadow. I don't want to dig my hand in there, and like, I just don't want to mess it up. So I just always use a brush, and I like to pack color on. Dab in my brush one more time, pick up a little bit more pigment, a little bit more in the shadow. This is a gorgeous, gorgeous shade. Holy crud. Super pretty. Wow. Wow. Stunning, stunning shade. Honestly, I've never seen a color like this. Oh, it's really pretty. That's really, really pretty. Okay, now we're gonna go back in with the shades that I went in with on my outer corner to just tie it all together. We're actually just gonna dip our brush back and forth in both colors. Actually, no, I don't want to go back in. with more product. I kind of just want to blend together. Wow, that's like gorgeous. Super pretty. Color with a little bit more so that way we're not. Honestly, don't know which brush had wet on it, so we're just gonna. It's a really, oh, I need all those brushes back, please, and thank you. Really, really pretty color. I like it a lot. Okay, now I'm gonna go in and do the rest of my face. So we're just gonna kind of like speed through that whole process. Okay guys, so this is the finished look that I came out with. I did a halo, kind of like smoky eye, and on my, for my lashes today, I went in with the Nicole Guerrero Eyelure lashes in the style Casually Glamorous, and they are her wispy version. They are, I love Nicole Guerrero, and I love like anything that has to do with her. So I saw these today when I went to Walgreens to pick up some lashes, and I was like, we have to get them. So back to the reason that we are here, which is the review of the Morphe Jaclyn Hill Vault Collection. So today I went in, originally when I tried to film this, I tried to do a look with like all 4 of the palettes, and that just didn't work for me. I didn't like the way that it was coming out, so I went ahead and just went in with one particular palette, which is the Armed and Gorgeous palette. So what I do have to say about this particular, this palette in particular, is that when I used the shade Prow, which is this darkish reddish brown right here, the amount of kickback that I got from just like taking my brush I used the Morphe E17, and I literally was just like lightly tapping my brush like into the product. I wasn't like jabbing it or like swirling my brush around or anything like that. I was just lightly tapping my brush in there to pick up the product, because this is a very dense brush. It really picks up color really well, and I got a crazy amount of pigment, amount of like kickback in the pan. It got all over the palette, and of course the palette is white. I don't know if you guys can even see. Nope, you can't. Waste of time. Need to get a self-adjusting autofocus lens. Anyway, that particular shade gave me so much trouble, but I mean, overall, the blendability of all the shadows, the pigmentation, everything like that, the formulas, they were all amazing. My palettes, I don't think any of my palettes were flops. I swatched every single one, and like I said, when I originally went in to try and film this video, I tried to do a look with all 4 of the palettes, and from the shades that I used from each palette, like for the Dark Magic palette, I grabbed and used the shade, which is this shade right here. I didn't have any issues with that. From the Ring the Alarm palette, I picked up the shade Rush right here. Didn't have any issues with that. From the Bling Boss palette, I used the shade Hush Hush, and I didn't have any issues with that. But with all of that being said, there are several other shades in all of the palettes that I have not delved into yet, that I have not even put a finger to yet, and I can't say anything off of that. The only palette that I really used today was the Armed and Gorgeous palette, and I 100% feel like this palette is worth the money. I feel like it's worth the buy. Supposedly Morphe and Jaclyn Hill got rid of all of the really bad palettes that were out there that were being sold. If you feel like you got a bad palette, I'm sure if you reach out to Morphe and let them know, that they'll do something about it. But like I said, guys, when I used the shades from all 4 of these palettes, the different shades, I didn't have any issues. The only issue, like I said, was that shade Prowl from the Armed and Gorgeous palette. That was just really just powdery, and like, even on first initial applying when I initially went in and applied it on my outer corner with the brush, I was like, okay, like this is not working, like this isn't good, there's hardly any pigment. That was like the issue that I first saw. So then I like went back in and again lightly picked up more product, and still, guys, even when I was just stamping it on my outer corner, I was like, wow, I'm really having some issues. So then I was like, well, maybe it's the E17, maybe I'm using the wrong brush. So then I went in with the Real Techniques Essential Crease brush, and even the brushes are super similar, you guys. They're both really densely, tightly packed brushes. This one just has, the brush is a little bit more denser. The brushes are tightly packed, a little bit more tightly packed than this brush right here, but they're the same like length. It's basically the same. They both are the same style brush, as in like the bristles are the same colors, if that makes sense. I'm not sure like the technicalities of it, but they are basically, in my eyes, I feel like the same brush. They're both kind of like that bullet crease brush, if that makes any sense. But like I said, guys, I only really used the Armed and Gorgeous palette today, and I personally loved this palette. I love the way that the look came out. I feel like it's something that I can wear and something that other people can recreate. And also, guys, like, I'm super excited to use more of the palettes and go in and really test them all out. I really enjoyed using the Morphe Jaclyn Hill palette. Like I said, I did just use the Armed and Gorgeous palette, but I did find that this palette in particular was one that was rather easy to use. I feel like the shades are they just work, they blend well. Also, I don't know if you guys can tell, but I even took the shade, I went in for my under eye, for my lower lash line, I went in and smudged the shade Smooth Criminal on my lower lash line, and then I went in and buffed it out with the shade Access. And I really have been loving like this blown out like lower lash line. I basically drug it down to like where I like kind of have like bags under my eyes. So yeah, I really enjoyed using this palette. If you guys want me to recreate this look, let me know down in the comments below. Like this video. And also, guys, I just wanted to talk about my giveaway as well. So my giveaway is a skincare giveaway. I'm going to be giving away all of the products that I use on a regular basis for my skincare routine, morning and night. So if you guys are interested in entering the giveaway, all you have to do is go to my Instagram, like the post related to the giveaway, comment your favorite skincare, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and then you're entered. That's it, guys. So yeah, like I said, I really enjoyed using the Armed and Gorgeous palette. I'm quite sure that I have a good batch of palettes. I don't doubt it. I've never had a bad experience with Morphe before, and I have been literally, I was showing my boyfriend my like collection of palettes, you guys. Hold on, let me get it out. I have been a fan of Morphe from the time that Morphe did their first collaboration with Jaclyn Hill. It was the Jaclyn Hill Favorites palette, and mine is so beat up, you guys. So, I mean, I'm ride or die for Morphe. I really do enjoy their products. 90% of my brushes are Morphe. This is not sponsored by Morphe, by the way. I would love to work with Morphe. Hey, Morphe. Hey, Linda. Hey, girl. I'm just kidding. But anyway, guys, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I really hope you guys feel like I did a good job. If you guys want to see a tutorial on this look, then let me know down in the comments and I will film one for you guys. So, alright.